We have a K1100 LT that has a stripped drain plug, and one of the bolt heads on the oil filter cover is snapped off. So we are not even able to drain this. So we're going to change the oil pan. You're going to start by removing these two bolts. This is the carrier for the engine protection bar. This is rubber mounted. Going to remove that. And the same on, well, while it's similar on this side, it's a little more complicated. So you have more bracing here. But this one you can get to. The front one, yeah, we should be able to get that out enough. The wrench on it. There isn't much room between that and the crash bar. Trying to avoid removing these bars. Not that it's a big deal. To remove these, you pull these caps out. Way down inside, you'll need a 13mm socket to remove the nut, and then the bar will come right off. But we're going to try to do this without disturbing those. So all of our bolts are removed with the exception of the rear two, one in each corner, which we have loosened up 1.5 turns. So at this point, you can whack the front of this oil pan. It's probably not going to do anything because they're glued in there pretty good. That's useless.
Hang on this.
Give me that thing.
It's in my way.
Take that. It's not going to go that way. You're working with aluminum, so you have to be gentle. And while we don't care about fucking up the oil pan because it's junk anyway, we don't want to fuck up the block. Just like that. Should have called BP or Exxon for that one.
I knew it was gonna make a mess.
All things considered, it's not that bad. I only got a couple of drops. So you're gonna let that drain. You're gonna continue to loosen the screws in the back. I would turn one of these out another 2 complete turns and then remove the other one so that the pan can tip that way, because you still have quite a bit of oil in the oil pan. And if you don't give a shit, just zip the fucking bolts out and let the oil pan drop into the drain pan and splash all over the place, but trying to keep the mess to a minimum. Or if you have extra hands, have somebody hold the oil pan up, as we're doing right now. I'm good, I got it.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm holding up with a screwdriver. He's fine. I'm gonna let it hang and drain a little bit more. Yeah, that's it. Go ahead, Sean. Take that other bolt out. Exciting, isn't it? Last bolt is removed. You want to take the pan on each end.
I got it.
You can tip it towards me if you'd like. This is usually comical because most people that see in these oil pans for the first time just about fucking shit themselves at the amount of silicone and crap that's in here. First, we want to look at the oil pump pickup screen. which is actually clean on this one. Frequently you'll find that BMW used so much silicone that it ended up getting sucked into the pickup screen. So as we see, you have all of these stringers here. This is all, which is, you know, it's going to result from any time you put a pan on because you use the sealer. But this part splooges into the inside. And this did a good job of being retained to the oil pan. So anyway, we see we have some sludge here. This is a 46,000 mile engine. So it's pretty clean. But there is some sludgy shit in it, which is fairly common. So we have our used replacement oil pan, and we're going to prep that in a moment and put it on. You want to clean up the surfaces. Now's a good time to change your oil filter. I know I didn't strip this when I put it in. One of the customers' friends offered to change the oil and fucked it up. But you want to get all these stringers off. You want to clean up the mating surfaces with a paper towel with brake cleaner on it and get it nice and dry and oil free. You want to make sure that your replacement oil pan has smooth surfaces. We're going to go over this lightly with a sanding block in a moment, so we don't want any leaks. All you need is a little foam sanding block. You're just going to lightly work the surface. You don't want to take any material off. It's very easy to take aluminum down. Let's just see, we're clean here. We're not clean up here. So just very lightly. Don't go at an angle like that or anything stupid. You want to stay as flat as you can. And just gently work your way around the pan until you have nice clean surfaces, and you can see the lines from when it was manufactured. I'll show you in a moment. See these little crosshatch lines in the surface here. That's it. Now you can take a razor blade and pick the shit off the inside if you'd like. But if it's secure, it really doesn't matter. It's not, in this case, it's not going to go anywhere. So we're going to leave that. We're going to now clean this with brake clean, dry it. So your next step, you're going to use 1194 or something similar. Hylamar works. You want an acid brush that's fresh and soft with soft bristles. And remember, you don't want an excessive amount because that's just going to splooge inside and make a mess. So just paint an even coat as thin as you can. All the way around. So you get the idea. Paint that shit along here, and we're gonna do the whole end, the whole side. Sean has cleaned the oil pan mating surface on the crankcase up and the lift. Important to clean the lift because your arms are going to be here. So you don't want to get that shit all over your arms, then you'll forget and be tracking it all over somebody's furniture. So anyway, we've applied our 3-bond sealant to the oil pan only. We are now ready to lift this up into position. Sean is ready with hardware. Nail it. No, not there. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
And we'll check, but I believe the torque on these is 8 Newton meters.
I got 2 in to hold it.
Okay. Now Sean's going to run the rest of those in while I look up the torque. Once you have all the bolts in, you are going to torque them in a crosswise pattern to 7 Newton meters. Which isn't much. If you don't own a torque wrench, shame on you. But it's not much, as you can see. That's it. Once you have torqued all of your oil pan bolts, reinstall your crash bars on each side. Do not forget to add oil.
4 quarts?
3.75 quarts. That's it. That's how you change an oil pan in a K-bike. K75, K100, K1100, K1200 are all, well, let me rephrase that, K1200 old brick engine. I know nothing about the later K1200S engine, nor do I give a shit. So anyway, for safe year ranges, 1983 to 2004 K-bikes, that would be the procedure to change your oil pan. Now we add oil.